Fast fashion. Two words that leave a bitter taste, like a cheap, glittery cocktail. It's about churning out trendy clothes at lightning speed, ridiculously low prices, and frankly, it's costing the earth. Literally. Social media, our daily digital diet, is the fuel to this fire. It's a match made in consumer hell, where trends are fleeting, and our desire for the grammable life is insatiable. We're bombarded with images of impossibly perfect people peddling the latest looks. New collections drop faster than you can say algorithm, and suddenly, last month's must-have is so last season. It's a cycle of desire, consumption, and ultimately, waste, all fueled by our addiction to the double tap. So, what exactly is fast fashion? Imagine a factory floor, churning out thousands of garments, mimicking catwalk trends at breakneck speed. These cheap, trendy pieces flood the market, tempting us with their low prices and on-trend styles. We're talking about brands like Shein, Boohoo, Fashion Nova, the usual suspects. They've cracked the code of instant gratification, feeding our desire for newness. But here's the catch. The quality is often abysmal. Seams split, colours fade, and the lifespan of these garments is shorter than a Kardashian marriage. It's disposable fashion, designed to be worn a handful of times and then discarded, ending up in landfills that are already bursting at the seams. Now, enter social media, the ultimate enabler. It's not just a platform for connecting with friends and family anymore. It's a powerful tool that shapes our tastes and preferences. Platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and Pinterest are like virtual catwalks, showcasing endless outfit inspiration and fueling our desire to keep up with the Joneses, or should we say, the Kardashians. These platforms are constantly updating with new content, making it impossible to look away. Influencers, with their carefully curated feeds and hash-sponsored posts, play a huge role in this ecosystem. They are the modern-day fashion icons, setting trends with every post and story. They're the ultimate tastemakers, dictating what's hot and what's not, often partnering with fast fashion brands to push their latest collections. Their influence is so strong that a single post can make or break a trend. And then there are micro-trends, those fleeting flashes in the pan that spread like wildfire across our feeds. These trends can be as short-lived as a week, but leave a lasting impact on our wardrobes. One minute it's neon crop tops, the next it's Y2K everything. These rapid shifts keep the fashion cycle spinning at a dizzying pace. Social media algorithms designed to keep us scrolling amplify these trends, creating a perfect storm of desire and consumption. They ensure that we are always in the loop, always wanting more. Section 4. The real price tag, environmental and ethical costs. This relentless cycle of consumption comes at a cost. Every piece of clothing we buy and discard contributes to a growing environmental crisis. And it's not just our overstuffed wardrobes and overflowing landfills that are paying the price. The consequences extend far beyond our homes. The fast fashion industry is a major polluter, guzzling water, generating mountains of textile waste, and spewing harmful emissions into the atmosphere. Toxic chemicals from dyes and treatments seep into our rivers and oceans. The environmental impact is staggering and frankly terrifying. Entire ecosystems are being destroyed, and the air we breathe is becoming increasingly toxic. Then there's the human cost. The people who make our clothes are often subjected to inhumane working conditions. Garment workers, often in developing countries, toil in dangerous conditions for poverty wages. They work long hours with little to no rights or protections. They are the backbone of this industry, and yet they are the ones who are exploited and silenced. Their voices are rarely heard, and their struggles are often ignored. It's a vicious cycle of exploitation that we, as consumers, are complicit in. Every purchase we make fuels this cycle, and it's time we start making more conscious choices. Section 5. Marketing Mayhem, Fast Fashion's Social Media Playbook. Fast fashion brands are masters of social media manipulation. They know how to tap into our deepest desires and insecurities, using targeted advertising, influencer marketing, and carefully crafted narratives to lure us in. They bombard our feeds with irresistible deals, flash sales, and limited edition collections, creating a sense of urgency and fear of missing out. They've also mastered the art of aspirational marketing, presenting an idealized version of ourselves, clad in their latest offerings. It's a carefully constructed illusion, designed to keep us hooked on the cycle of consumption. Section 6. A Stitch in Time. Sustainable fashion and conscious consumption. In a world where fast fashion dominates, the need for sustainable alternatives has never been more pressing. But amidst the doom and gloom, there's a glimmer of hope. A new wave of eco-conscious consumers is emerging, determined to make a difference. A growing movement of conscious consumers are saying enough is enough, demanding transparency, sustainability, and ethical practices from the fashion industry. They are not just passive buyers, but active participants in the change they wish to see. Sustainable brands, once relegated to the fringes, are gaining traction, offering eco-friendly fabrics, ethical production practices, and timeless designs that are meant to last. Thrifting, vintage shopping, and clothing swaps are gaining popularity, offering a more sustainable and unique alternative to fast fashion. These practices not only reduce waste but also promote a culture of reuse and recycling. And clothing swaps are gaining popularity, offering a more sustainable and unique alternative to fast fashion. By choosing second-hand and vintage items, consumers are making a statement against the disposable culture of fast fashion. And let's not forget the power of our own voices. Every purchase we make is a vote for the kind of world we want to live in. By calling out unethical practices, demanding transparency, and supporting sustainable brands, we can help shift the industry towards a more responsible and ethical future. Together, we can create a fashion industry that respects both people and the planet. Section 7. Choosing Change. A New Era of Fashion Consciousness. The relationship between fast fashion and social media is complex and multifaceted. It's a story of consumerism, exploitation, and the power of social influence. But it's not all doom and gloom. As consumers, we have the power to make a significant difference. By being more mindful of our choices, supporting sustainable brands, and demanding better from the fashion industry, we can create a more ethical and sustainable future for fashion. It's time to break up with fast fashion and embrace a more conscious and compassionate way of consuming. Gap2S. Join the movement. Your choices have power. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at MapMySaga. Together, we can map a new saga for the fashion industry. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the world of fast fashion. Remember, every small step towards sustainable fashion makes a big difference. Share this video, spread the word, and be part of the change. Gap2S. Join the movement. Your choices have power. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at MapMySaga. Together, we can map a new saga for the fashion industry. Gap3S. Display MapMySaga logo.